lush green fields of the Philippines, rolling through tropical village scenes. New friends made along the way, sharing stories at the break of day.
Hello and welcome to Arizona Trails and Philippine Tales. My name is Steve and welcome to week number 87 of the Philippine house build. But before we get into that, if you find that your purchasing power isn't as much as it used to be, you're surrounded by radical fanatics, or you just want to live life, then by all means go somewhere, anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Philippines, but go to a place that treats both you and your money well. Here is Tinfoil Hat to Retirement.
Tinfoil hat, it's a global attack. Vietnam shut your bank, now you're paying in crack. Gold and silver, now it's copper and cans. Aluminum dreams in dystopian lands. Protesters rage, Italy's on fire. Palestine wants pounds from the UK Empire. Brits love chains if Muslims wear them. Our feed life's booming, no mortgage to spare them. Trump first reds in a pixel parade. Communist TV, my jobs on display. Bitcoin statue, XRP ETFs, getting backing graces with alien reps. Is it a boy or a girl? Who knows the score? Guilty's the trust for knocking on your door. Fight the migration, replace the despair. California finds you just for breathing air. Set fire to the book, attacker walks free. Cash land buys, no ID. Chaos at 7%, what happens at 20? Taking on commies with memes and money. Who funds the Reds, who pulls the strings? Sharia by vote or bullet wings? No place here, says Western decree. Generational wealth or jail for the free. Do the opposite of Trump, that's the new creed. Tell it like it is, not how you need. Commie TV, manly looks. Heaven's Gate or propaganda hooks. Jimmy's got fans in the Hammer crowd. Good is evil, evil's allowed. Uno reverse, XRP's flight. Drugs down, drinks up by a nightstand tonight.
Alright, that was Tinfoil Hat to Retirement. Now, today is sort of a special day. If you've been with the channel for at least a year, this is about the time that Flora celebrates her birthday. So today, after I make this video and everything, we're going to be celebrating Flora's birthday. It's also, not only that, but it's also a housewarming. So everybody that's coming over for Flora's birthday is also going to be treated to the housewarming, in which they'll get to take a look on the inside, of course, and have a good meal and food and everything. So, now for the house build. If you look over here, our staircase frame, again, they're still working on this staircase frame. So they just put these wood planks up here so you can actually go up here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go up to the roof deck today, just to give you an idea of what it's going to be like in the future. So again, frame. And we're just going to take this up this way here. So see, it's definitely not completed yet. So this is about what they've got going on right here. And this is what the roof deck looks like. I'm not actually going up all the way, but at least this will be a space that we'll be able to use in the future. And it does have a pretty good view, as you can see from up here. Alright, and that's the view that goes all the way around the house here. Alright, I'm just going to make my way back down. And now, there's also, since today's the housewarming and everything, and Flora's birthday, we're going to be catering today, so the caterers already brought chairs and tables and umbrellas and food and drinks, food will be coming later, so we cleaned up the garage a little bit. They also brought a couple of tables for out here, but we tried to clean everything up and get things ready. There's still some tape along there just from the painting, but it's not finished yet. So it's not finished yet, and they're still working on everything. But They have started deconstructing now. All right, so now this is our gate. You've seen this every week. They've done a little bit more filling. Of course, they're going to be doing more filling later. But what do we have down here now? The structure is now gone. So now all that structure was taken down, and they're going to be coming back just to do some cleanup. But this is what it looks like now without the structure. So we do have a little bit more to the front yard. And now you can see the front of the house. All right, so this is the whole front yard anyway. So this is the front. And that's my Brownie the dog. Nope. And then we actually had a typhoon go through. And so the typhoon went through and flooded pretty much everything. Matter of fact, the day that we had the typhoon, it was mostly at nighttime, but by morning, everybody was flooded. So even our workers couldn't make it in because their homes were flooded. We actually experienced, the wind was so strong, we experienced some flooding as well. Our flooding wasn't so much in the yard, and it wasn't so much in the house. Matter of fact, what we got inside the house, we had one roof leak that was by our bedroom door, so we had a drip there. One of our windows in the master bedroom, also one corner was dripping water. And we had a whole bunch of water in the living room. It didn't flood our living room, but what was happening was the wind was so strong, the water was coming underneath the front door. So water was coming into the entryway, I would say, of the front door. And Flora actually got up early and she was mopping the whole time just to ensure that the house didn't flood. So definitely we took care of those leaks as they were happening. But a lot of other people around us, they actually did have high flood. Flora even went down to Ormoc because we needed some things from sort of like the Home Depot here called Wilcon. So turned out that the road was flooded in front of the Wilcon. And so it was just a non-busy day because I think everybody was taking care of their homes after the typhoon. And so we just had a lot going on here. Here is our lanai. So they did what we're going to do too, since today's Flora's birthday. We got a karaoke machine, and we're either going to have the karaoke machine inside, or we're going to bring it out here to the lanai so people can sing. And still have the flowers. Sort of nice, they created a little stone path so that way it's not too muddy. All right, they did get rid of lots of the weeds that were in here, so the weeds have been cut down. Flora's plants, I don't think they covered this all the way. No, it doesn't look like they did. All right, so there's our porch from the bedroom. And our trees are doing good here. Yeah, I think a lot of this is the same. They haven't tore down anything else out here. All right, light is on here. I think they moved a lot of the things that were in the shed to this location here. So this is all their tools and things that they've had. They just moved everything to the back part of the yard. So I think that light right there is their switch. Yeah, so they haven't tore down their shower or outhouse yet. What I'm going to do too is, since I'm going to be filming Flora's birthday today, stay tuned for that video. Just again, the videos that I put out here are for you to watch, but they're really for, again, friends and family back home, just to keep an update on what we're doing here in the Philippines, because that's what this is. This is just a life adventure vlog. You know, I'm not really here, you know, to get views, but if you like the channel or you can learn something from it, then by all means, you know, I encourage you to watch. Go back and watch the other house videos just to see the house being built, and that way you can just see what we've done. You can see now up here, like again, all of our accents are going to be gray. So that means our canopies are going to be gray. So they've got the canopies, the first 3 canopies are now gray. They're still working on this. They've covered the windows, but they're actually going to come out early this morning just to go ahead and get those down as well. And again, now you can see straight all the way to the wall without the house being there. So they are getting things done. Still lots to do, but now they just took a lot of the things down, and I think they're going to be wrapping things up, except for, you know, like I said, the wall still needs to be complete. So once the wall's complete, they still have this trench to figure out what they're going to do with this trench. I think the water goes down here, but they need to do the exit for the backyard so the backyard doesn't flood. Still have lots of painting, lots of work to do. All this will be cleaned up later on, but again, like I said, this was just the stuff that was in the actual little hut that was outside there. So still a lot of drainage to continue on, going from there to out to the wall. I will be doing an outside again here soon, not today, just because we have some things that need to still be cleaned up on the outside of the wall. But they did render, so the rendering process started last week of the front wall, so they did complete that. And so everything is looking well. So Lanai, I think they fixed all the leaks now up on top of the roof. That's why we will, a lot of us will probably be setting up some tables. Maybe we'll set up some tables out here, maybe the karaoke machine. Other than that, we got tables out in the garage. We're going to have tables on the inside of the house. So again, we got access to the roof deck, but they're still working on that. And the wall and the gate and everything. So this is our yard now without the structure. And we are, again, I think they will be painting. So see, this is now the house in the front. We're still debating on, see how there's a gray trim on just the canopy above the porch? We don't know if we're going to paint. I think we're going to continue that gray. So that way we have a gray up there, and then we're going to make this all gray right here, and then a little bit of white. So again, gray, white is something, and I'll just show you again. So they're going to be putting, I think they're still going to be putting another row of concrete blocks right here, and then angled bars that go up to the top to sort of match the gate and the door that way. But yep, this is now without the house, little hut right here right now. So that's this view. And yes, oh, okay, I see. So he did paint just this side gray right here. So that's going to be gray. And then it will continue around here. So that way it's all gray. And then we got the white on the side of the house with the gray canopies on that direction there. So, and this is what the yard looks like without the hut now. So, thank you for joining Arizona Trails to Philippine Tales for week number 87 of the Philippine House Build. You have a great day. Bye-bye.